Good morning, Lauren Groff here with Dave Borland. We're here with this week's Success Saturdays. So we've been building on the accountability chart. The whole goal of Success Saturdays is to give more tools as to how to raise the bar of success in your business. And one of the key pieces for us that we've implemented in our business is the accountability chart. So we've been talking about what it is, and now we're going to dive into how to start using it.
Right. So we have these boxes here of things, and this is the accountability, the roles. The role is finance in this case, and the responsibilities of that's the bullets of those things. So what we do is now, you'll notice what's missing here. If this is an org chart, you would have a name and a title. Well, we're missing the name.
We put the names on the side, we built the roles, now
right.
We're going to put the names on the chart. So, well, we know we want Irene to run the place, so Irene the integrator,
right.
Responsible for leading, and one of the key things among many other bullets is profit. Is everything coming together to make profit?
Yeah, let's just throw some names on here. So who else do we have?
So we'll put Sally for sales, right? Stay with the alliteration. We got Fred for finance. And then Oscar. Let's do Oscar for operations. So those are the on the bench, putting them in the roles now.
Awesome. So what happens is the team puts these, you decide who's the best fit for each role. And how do you define that? There's a little term, it's called GWC. So it's G, whoops, it's a terrible G, W, and C. This stands for get it, want it, and the capacity to do it. Capacity.
A. P.
There it is. I don't have the capacity to spell. So there's the three things. Get it, want it, and capacity. Capacity to do it. Typically I think of capacity as time, although there's others as well. But that idea. So if I were to put a name, I'll put Sally in this role. If you stuck Sally in the role because we need to stick Sally in the role, does she G, W, and C that role? And we asked the team, does Sally get it? Does she understand the role? Does she understand how to do it? Does she have the right processes and systems? Does she have the right tools? Does she want the role? That's really important.
Especially in sales. Hungry, gotta be hungry.
Any role, really.
Yeah.
But then, yes. And then capacity, does she have time to do that role? Especially if Sally happened to be doing something over here as well, or she was one of these people that did like a lot of roles. So get it, want it, and have capacity to do it.
So in talking about get it, want it, and have the capacity, we're going to go down the accountability chart.
There you go.
Here a little bit, and we're going to have a role called builder. And we have Bob in there, Bob the builder. And we're having issues, getting product out the door in a quality fashion. So Bob's responsible for putting it together, whatever it is, a box.
Right.
But they're not square. They're not coming out square. So we literally want to ask, does Bob get the job? Can he do it? Is he the right job for skills? Does he want it? Maybe he doesn't want it anymore.
Right.
Maybe he did want it. Maybe he's a great builder at one point in time. And capacity, I mean, do we have him on other places in this accountability chart doing too many other things, going from one place in the assembly line to the other? Or maybe those sorts of pieces are what we got to look at. But that's kind of a lens to kind of analyze this.
Right, and we can really smoke out the issues there if it does have anything to do with the role itself. Well, as long as we clearly define what the role is in a few bullet points, and then apply this to it, it's almost like you can't find the issue as long as it's about the role.
Yeah. So in talking about get it, want it, and have the capacity, I mean, we have an accountability chart here, and what the accountability chart, because you're being held accountable to what it is, what's the number, what's the standard, what's the result? Integrator Irene here, for example, the business is expected to produce 10% profit. She's hitting 9%. There's issues underneath it that need to be flushed out because that's a result of profitable decisions. Now, if we look down here at our builder role, and we have Bob in it, and we're not getting enough, let's say, boxes out the door, he's the one responsible for putting it together. Not enough boxes, not quality, he can be held accountable to that. And then we can go into why that is, which, get it, want it, and have the capacity can really put a lens on that to how we get it. Right. So in talking about get it, want it, have the capacity, in the context of the accountability chart, we talked about people in the roles and analyzing based on results and being accountable to that. Lauren Groff here with Dave Borland for this week's Success Saturday.